director and journalist, Channel 10 TV host, and has won an award for a film called Actually Yohan. I invited Talya today to give us a few little clips of that movie and share her insights with you. Welcome. Hello. Are you still awake? That's awesome. Okay, I will choose 10 minutes, few seconds, okay? Hi everyone. I'm afraid to get stuck with my English. I didn't practice my English for a long time, so if I will get stuck, you will help me, right? Thank you. I came from another country. I came from Tel Aviv. It was a long way. Someone asked me now in the door if I took my passport, but I didn't. Okay, so it's really nice to be here. I made a few movies, documentary movies. Two of them was about, from different angles, different stories, but movies about people with special needs or disabilities. What is the politically right? It goes either way, right? Disabilities is also okay. And people always ask me if I have a special interest in people, why do I have special interest in people with special needs or disabilities? If I have a personal story with a family member? And the answer is no, I don't. I don't have any personal story in this angle. But I just always felt, since I began to make movies, I always felt it's a bit boring to interview the successful ones, the strong ones, the people that have the power and they have less conflict regarding power, or less challenges earning power. Because, you know, life is a journey. It's a bit of a cliche, but it's true. Life is really a journey for all of us. And I don't know why, but I was always attracted to people that this journey is not easy for them. I can't explain it, but I think it's like more interesting. People that struggle and they hurt on a daily basis. I'm not talking only about people with disabilities, I'm talking about any individual, because all my other stories also dealing with people with different challenges. But in this case, people with disabilities has a huge impact of all the family around them. Moreover, usually when we focus on families to people with special needs, so we go almost automatically to the parents. We quite often talk about the parents. How did you feel? How was it when you were born a child with disabilities or special needs? And in the movie My Special Brother, I decided to focus on the sister and brothers, to see how was it for them to raise in a family that has this challenge. I thought, you know, before I began, I came with my camera, I thought it must be very difficult. It's not easy, obviously. But I was amazed about the stories they had, about the experience they described, about the difficulties they described. I felt that, how do you say, that you... Yeah, I dropped my jaw, but is it an expression in English? Yeah. Really? Okay. So that's what I felt. I would like to show you a piece of the movie, not a long one. I know you're tired. I don't need make it fast, make it quickly. But we have to turn off the light. Okay? Let's see. We will see the beginning, the first 2 or 3 minutes, how the movie begins, and then we will listen to 2 monologues from the movie. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. After his child was born, he found out a huge secret in his family, that he had a sister which was mentally disabled. And it was a secret, nobody told him. She was hospitalized for like 40 years, maybe 50 years, and then she died, and he never knew the story. He discovered it only years after his child was born. But again, my focus on the brothers and sisters, I chose to do it because they are young, they are capable, all the future is waiting for them. But they do know that all their lives they should take care of the brothers and sisters. They have this responsibility, and no, they know, one of the main worries of the parents, that what will happen the day after they will die. I think it's the most, the deepest worries for a parent with a child with special needs. What will be after I'll die? And I asked them a question in the movie, what do you prefer? It's a very difficult question. It took me like these energies to ask it, but what do you prefer? Who should die first, you or your child? And they didn't have a clear answer. They didn't know. The worst nightmare for a parent is to lose a child. But apparently, parents to children with special needs that are not independent, they so fear from the day after they are gone, so they are not sure what is better for them, for the child's future. Few of them said, I don't know, maybe it's better for them to go with me, to leave this world with me. But I think it's hard to get it. But when I talk to their sister and brothers, they say our parents are wrong, because we will take care about our brothers, we will look after them, we will make sure that they are safe and they are okay. And it's something that only a family with it's not a disabled child, it's mentally disabled child, because the independence is very important here. So I try to bring it to the, look, now I understand I forgot to say something very important. This movie was shown on Channel 10. Few of you, do you know Channel 10? You do. So it's a broadcast channel. It was on prime time. It was on after the Chadashot, after the news. So it's on prime time, on broadcast channel. It's not obvious. It's really not obvious to see this kind of movie in a broadcast channel. But my mission was to make it closer, because I think most of us, you work with people with special needs, right? So it's familiar to you. What I've been told, like many of you are like social workers or therapists. Okay, so it's close to you, so you don't get frightened. But for the average person, I think it's really Mariam? Threatening. Thank you. I can talk in Hebrew. It will be much easier. So I felt that if I would bring these stories to the screen, to people's houses, they will sit in their salons on the sofa, and they will feel it's more close, it's more understandable, and it will look less frightening. I thought about my children. I have two teenagers. One is 11, the other is 16. I thought about them. I thought about their friends. I want them to go on the street to see people with special needs and not to take one step back, or not to go to the other side of the road. I want it to look like another challenge that people have to deal with. All of us have challenges, all of us have like obstacles, and they have it maybe harder. It's not as easy, but if you see it, if it's close, if it's human, If you feel the pain, if you feel the happiness, by the way, there are lots of happy moments here. If you see it, if it touches you, so you don't fear for it, and you don't cross the road. So this is my purpose, and that's it, I'm done. They told me I צילמתם אותי מגמגמת באנגלית? אומייגאד.
מצוין.
מצוין?
ממש מצוין.
רייטינג, דברו עליהם במספרים, talk to me with numbers, with ratings, how high is the rating? Thank you. Talya. Talya, thank you so much for bringing the movie to our attention, for sharing those special moments, but I do encourage you all to watch the movie. Actually, Miyuchad, my special brother, thank you for coming and giving us another take on turning the impossible to the opportune, which actually describes what the film is all about. It's very moving. Yashar Koach, thank you. How can we access the film, Talya? How can we access the movie? How can people watch the movie?
Make it commercial hits, you can send it to them. But I think it's also available on YouTube.
It's apparently available on YouTube, and there's a request here, would you make a documentary about a friendship circle story? Talya, I have to say, of all the people who direct documentaries, Talya is full of heart. She identifies and has lots of compassion. So it's an honor to have you with us tonight. Toda rabah,